Welcome to the Prosperity Programming Podcast. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, in this journey to expansive prosperity consciousness. For those of you who may not be familiar with my work, I've spent over 30 years working with clients and facilitating their self-actualization as a professional astrologer, psychic healer, and therapist. I'm also a yoga teacher, Sanskrit mantra instruction, and Vedic astrologer. I'm so excited to extend this podcast to you, which I have compiled through my many years of helping clients achieve positive prosperity results and crack the codes of wealth and abundance using metaphysical methods. You can't find this content and presentation of prosperity programming anywhere else. I'm going to share how to cultivate prosperity consciousness internally so you're not affected by the tides of economic ups and downs out in the world. I'm going to share some metaphysical material on prosperity consciousness, including affirmations and more, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to think and attract wealth, how your beliefs become the key to your success, and the prosperity laws according to metaphysical teachings. It's important now more than ever before that we align our consciousness with abundance and wealth rather than scarcity or lack. Given the times we live in, this is essential information. Despite what is occurring in the world, we must cultivate the consciousness of abundance and prosperity within. Many people have become quite wealthy during challenging economic times. So you need to break out of the mindset that your prosperity is impacted by what is going out there or what's happening economically in your country or in the world. So we can cultivate prosperity consciousness through affirmations, which are repetitive phrases that go into our subconscious. Also, I'm going to share how to attract abundance in all areas of your life. Remember, when you change your mind, you change your results. In other words, when you change your mind with positive programming through affirmations, you will change your results in your life. The thing about affirmations is that you need to believe it to receive it. This means you need to work through your subconscious blocks that interfere with your capacity to receive. In other words, you have to open your conscious and subconscious mind to receive, and then you will be opening your wallet to put more money in it. You ready? Let's dive in. New Thought teacher Ernest Holmes, in his book, The Science of Mind, says this about prosperity and receiving, quote, "Prosperity is the outpicturing of substance in our affairs. Everything in the universe is for us. Nothing is against us. Life is ever giving of itself. We must receive, utilize, and extend the gift. Success and prosperity are spiritual attributes belonging to all people, but not necessarily used by all people," unquote. In the book, Your Infinite Power to Be Rich, Joseph Murphy says, quote, "God is the giver and the gift, man is the receiver." He also says in the book, God dwells in man or humans, and this means that the treasure house of infinite riches is within you and all around you. By learning the laws of the mind, you can extract from the infinite storehouse within you everything you need in order to live gloriously, joyously, and abundantly. So both of these quotes by New Thought leaders, Ernest Holmes in The Science of Mind and Joseph Murphy in Your Infinite Power to Be Rich, illustrate a most important prosperity teaching, which is to align with the divine principle of abundance as the source of your supply. This divine principle of a prosperity can be called God, divine source, higher self, or goddess of abundance, Lakshmi, or the celestial treasure, Kubera, and more. When we align with that divine principle of abundance, we trust it, believe in it, and know we are not separate from it, wealth and blessings can flow into our life. But we must be open to receive the blessings of universal source and then express gratitude. So, I'm going to share some affirmations regarding the divine source of prosperity. Affirmation number 1, I trust the universal spirit of prosperity to provide richly for me now. Say it with me. I trust the universal spirit of prosperity to provide richly for me now. I trust the universal spirit of prosperity to provide richly for me now. Affirmation number 2. I recognize my true source and let prosperity pour forth into my every experience. I recognize my true source and let prosperity pour forth into my every experience. I recognize my true source and let prosperity pour forth into my every experience. Affirmation number 3. My source is a source of plenty, and I receive all I desire and require and more. My source is a source of plenty, and I receive all I desire and require and more. My source is a source of plenty, and I receive all I desire and require and more. And here's another one that expresses belief. I believe in unlimited prosperity. I believe in unlimited prosperity. I believe in unlimited prosperity. And here's an affirmation that expresses gratitude. Very important. I'm going to address this later in the program. I give thanks that the prosperity which is mine by divine right now pours in for me under grace and perfect ways. I give thanks that the prosperity which is mine by divine right now pours in for me under grace and perfect ways. I give thanks that the prosperity which is mine by divine right now pours in for me under grace and perfect ways. Or another affirmation that expresses gratitude. I am grateful for the riches in my life. I am grateful for the riches in my life. I am grateful for the riches in my life. If we feel lack or self worth issues, or not feeling deserving of the blessings of divine source, then that flow is unable to reach us. Here is a self worth affirmation. I am worthy of receiving prosperity now. I am worthy of receiving prosperity now. I am worthy of receiving prosperity now. Catherine Ponder, a unity minister, wrote some pivotal books in the positive thought and new consciousness movement during the 1960s and 1970s, including The Secret of Unlimited Prosperity, The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, Open Your Mind to Prosperity, The Prospering Power of Love, and much more. She wrote, quote, begin now to open your mind to the unlimited supply of the universe, which is yours by divine right, by affirming often this affirmation. I do not depend on persons or conditions for my supply. I do not depend on persons or conditions for my supply. I do not depend on persons or conditions for my supply. And another affirmation from Catherine Ponder is God is the source of my supply and is constantly opening new channels of prosperity to me. God is the source of my supply and is constantly opening new channels of prosperity to me. God is the source of my supply and is constantly opening new channels of prosperity to me. In her book, The Secret of Unlimited Prosperity, Catherine Ponder explains 3 prosperity laws: the prosperity law of receiving, the prosperity law of mental attraction, and the prosperity law of mental acceptance. The prosperity law of receiving, simply stated, is it is better to give than receive. This doesn't mean that you are to give money to help others waiting for the return payout, but to give from your heart and know you are worthy of receiving back. This makes me think of the Native American giveaway. In the Native culture, many times the most valuable is saved to give away. And storing or hoarding things is not understood. There is a high value placed on giving away and sharing what is ours. Once something is given away, all strings to that gift are broken. The gift is given with no expectations. Indigenous people believe that what is given always comes back to the giver in one way or another in another form of good. So give something from your heart without strings or expectation. It will always bring back something of higher value. It is the universal law of give and take. But if we only give and are like a martyr, closed off to receive back from the universe, then we won't be in the flow as we are only giving and exhausting our supply both energetically and materially. When we align with the flow of God given abundance and ride the waves of give and take, our supply is always refreshed and renewed. Sometimes certain sources of income or resources may dry up. This is usually an indication that a bigger form of compensation is coming our way, and we need to be open to receive it. The second prosperity law is the prosperity law of mental attraction. This law is addressed in detail in the book, The Law of Attraction by Michael Lozier. The concept is, as we think, so we reap. Catherine Ponder describes the law of mental attraction thus, quote, "The law of mental attraction is one of the basic laws of the universe. We are using it constantly, whether we are aware of it or not. The word attract means to draw. You are a magnetic field of mental influence. What you think about constantly, you automatically draw or attract to you. What you attract depends on that upon which you dwell. You attract things to which you give a great deal of thought. If you concentrate on thoughts of injustice, you attract injustice to you. If you give a great deal of thought to lack and failure, you attract lack and failure. And you attract to you people who think the same thoughts as you do, unquote. So, in other words, if your thoughts are about lack, scarcity, negativity, or fearful, you attract scenarios into the life which mirror those energies back. It is also important to raise your vibration emotionally. In other words, fake it until you make it. Begin feeling as if you have plenty of money and how good that will feel in your body and your day to day life. And now, the third prosperity law is that the prosperity law of mental acceptance, which is basically opening your mind to receive. According to Catherine Ponder, there are some other steps involved, including releasing the past, making it a habit to think about your life the way you want it to be, and prepare to accept your good. Here is an affirmation to enhance the prosperity law of mental acceptance. God, universe, all that is, higher self. I am ready. I mentally accept and claim my highest good now. God, universe, all that is, higher self. I am ready. I mentally accept and claim my highest good now. God, universe, all that is, higher self. I am ready. I mentally accept and claim my highest good now. Or, I accept prosperity and abundance into my life now. I accept prosperity and abundance into my life now. I accept prosperity and abundance into my life now. It's very important to put that word now in because it means that it's happening in the present. We never want to push off and have phrases with a future projection out there. It has to be now. And it has to be powerful. And the I am is always an important preface. I am. So when I come back, I'm going to talk about some more prosperity programming techniques. So stay tuned.
Hey, Cosmic Scene listeners, Jill Jardine here, and I've got something out of this world to share with you. Introducing the Cosmic Tower, a revolutionary energy harmonizing device designed to uplift your space, restore vitality, and bring coherence to your life. It's like plugging into the cosmos right from your living room. These towers are transforming homes, clearing EMFs, and awakening higher frequencies. And now you can experience it for yourself. I recently received my very own Cosmic Tower, and the experience has been truly magical. I've been feeling drained from work with physical pain flaring up, but within 2 hours of setting up the tower, my energy returned, my spirit lifted, and I felt ready for life again. I am so excited to be living with the Cosmic Tower and want you to learn more about it too. So check out thewellnessenterprise.com and tap into the frequency of the future. And guess what? If you use the code COSMIC10, that's capital COSMIC, all capitals, 10, Cosmic 10 at checkout for 10% off your own Cosmic Tower.
I forgot to mention at the beginning of the program that it would be good to have a journal so you can write things such as the affirmations, intention statements, belief statement, and allowing statements, which I'm going to share now. And welcome to the part of the program where I share attraction techniques to bring more abundance, prosperity, love, or health into your life, or all of the above. You have to realign your mind or change your mental blueprint to be in the same vibration of that which you want to attract. So I'm going to share how to set an intention statement, the power of affirmations, why it's important to visualize and feel your desired outcomes, how to align with positive emotions to manifest your desires, and create a belief statement. Give yourself permission to allow. So here we are. Begin the process of aligning your mind to your desired outcome. The first thing to do is set an intention statement that feels good. Repeat it often and imagine having it or doing it. I also recommend that you feel in your body as if you have already achieved your intention as you stated out loud several times a day. So, in other words, let's say your intention is, I am financially free. One of my favorites. Well, what does that feel like? Think about it first. I mean, no financial obligations, bills are paid for, mortgage is paid for, you own your home. I am financially free. You could also use the word I am financially liberated. So there's freedom from the worry of bills coming. And how would that feel in your body? Probably be vibing pretty strongly. The prosperity intention. I am now financially free. I live my life free of money worries and can pursue my creative gifts and take trips. I love a life of wealth and ease. Here it is again. I am now financially free. I live my life free of money worries and can pursue my creative gifts and take trips. I love a life of wealth and ease. I am now financially free. I live my life free of money worries and can pursue my creative gifts and take trips. I love a life of wealth and ease. By the way, when you're saying affirmations, you do not want to write anything in a negative way, such as using not or no. In other words, I do not have money worries. Well, the subconscious will take the I do not. That's why we want to use the word free, or I am free of money worries is better. But the affirmation I just shared is good, but think of one yourself and take a moment and write down your own intention statement. And once you come and write it, say it 3 times with conviction. If you can't say your intention with total belief and conviction, perhaps you may need to tweak your intention statement until you can create an intention that you can fully align with and feel that it is so. So take some time, maybe pause the podcast here, write an intention statement regarding your prosperity. That's step 1. Step 2, I suggest that you repeat daily 2 to 5 affirmations that make you feel positive, expectant, and good about your desired outcome. I'll share a few affirmations of wealth, money, and prosperity. I'll say them each 3 times. If one resonates with you, you might want to write it down. I create wealth easily and effortlessly. I create wealth easily and effortlessly. I create wealth easily and effortlessly. I am living the life of my wealthy dreams. I am living the life of my wealthy dreams. I am living the life of my wealthy dreams. I am easily attracting all the wealth I desire into my life now. I am easily attracting all the wealth I desire into my life now. I am easily attracting all the wealth I desire into my life now. So those were 3 wealth affirmations. And you can write your own. I'm now going to share money affirmations. And one of my favorite is I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. Money comes from expected and unexpected sources, and I am grateful. Money comes from expected and unexpected sources, and I am grateful. Money comes from unexpected and expected sources, and I am grateful. And a third money affirmation: money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. And now, prosperity affirmations. 3 prosperity affirmations. So maybe wealth appeals to you more. Maybe actually using the word money or using the word prosperity, or all 3. So here are 3 prosperity affirmations. I am attracting financial prosperity. I am attracting financial prosperity. I am attracting financial prosperity. The whole universe is conspiring to make me prosperous. The whole universe is conspiring to make me prosperous. The whole universe is conspiring to make me prosperous. Prosperity is my birthright, and I attract it now. Prosperity is my birthright, and I attract it now. Prosperity is my birthright, and I attract it now. So I invite you right now, perhaps pause the podcast if you're in a place you can do that, and write down at least 5 affirmations that you make up of your own, or please feel free to borrow the ones I've shared. The next step is to focus on your goal by visualization. What is it that you want to bring in? Do you want a beautiful home in a beautiful landscape? So focus on it. Happily see and feel. Here's the key: feel yourself in the scene of your desired outcome. On your inner or third eye screen, see 3 or 4 mental scenes of your goal being achieved and feel positive and expect it. You could also create a vision board where you cut out pictures from magazines and put them on a poster board that you look at every day and see yourself having the life that the photos portray on your poster board. I also want to share an amazing tool. This is an online visualization tool called Mind Movies. Check it out. Mind, M-I-N-D, Movies is a fun tool where you create movies using photos, music, and affirmations with the software program developed by Natalie Ledwell. It is a fun way to create your intended future life. Step 4 is to align with the positive emotions that your manifestations will bring you. Feel your whole body vibrating and alive with happiness, joy, and well-being now that you are living your ideal life. Add emotional excitement as you watch your mind movies or look at your vision boards. 5th step is to create a belief statement such as, quote, I believe I am destined to be wealthy very soon. Or, I believe I live a life free of money worries. Or, I believe I have all I desire or require and more. So belief statements are different from affirmations because they start with I believe. So again, those 3 belief statements, I'll say each 3 times. I believe I am destined to be wealthy very soon. I believe I am destined to be wealthy very soon. I believe I am destined to be wealthy very soon. Or, I believe I live a life free of money worries. I believe I live a life free of money worries. I believe I live a life free of money worries. And I believe I have all I desire or require and more. I believe I have all I desire or require and more. I believe I have all I desire or require and more. So you can go from the belief statement to step 6 using allowing statements to bring the outcome into your life, such as, I allow more money to flow into my life. I allow more money to flow into my life. I allow more money to flow into my life. I allow my prosperous life to unfold. I allow my prosperous life to unfold. I allow my prosperous life to unfold. And I allow more financial freedom into my life. I allow more financial freedom into my life. I allow more financial freedom into my life. So, as we are prosperity programming ourselves, one aspect of prosperity consciousness that's very important is gratitude. So, prosperity mindset mastery is to foster an attitude of gratitude. Try to every day say out loud at least one thing in your life, or even better, a list of things that you are grateful for. Give a statement of gratitude every day, whether speaking or writing it. And it can be a list, or you can do it spontaneously. A good time to go through your list of gratitudes is before you go to sleep at night. Write or say out loud everything that you were grateful for, which happened that day, and even ongoing things in your life that you are grateful for. If you do this before bed, your subconscious will seep as you sleep. Your subconscious will simmer in those thankful thoughts and help create more things to be grateful for the next day. So take some time and write down at least 10 things you are grateful for in your life. Say them out loud to yourself, and make sure you say them to yourself before you go to sleep tonight. Remember, when it comes to living a more prosperous life, everything is an inside job, despite what it looks like out there. By working with our internal energetic matrix, we can shift outer outcomes as above, so below, as within, so without. I want to talk a little bit now about the divine as your source of supply. Whatever that means to you, what is the divine? Maybe you call it God, maybe you call it the goddess Lakshmi, maybe you call it Jesus. But just know the divine is your source of supply. So, if one thinks their external situations, such as a job, husband, or other source of income, investments, or even the current economy is your source of supply, then you will be affected by the rise and fall of the tides of these financial sources outside of yourself. This is why people stay in jobs too long, because they don't want to lose the paycheck. Or people who are in high paying jobs wearing the golden handcuffs, meaning they are making so much money they can't bear the idea of leaving the job, even though they may be miserable, so they stay in the job and are a slave to the paycheck. One must break that codependent thinking that the job or person or conditions which are providing for you is your only financial source. Offer your finances over to the divine, or whatever you identify is as the source of all that is. God, the universe, higher self, divine prosperity, prosperity goddess Lakshmi in the Vedic pantheon. Realize that divine is the source of your supply. Here are some affirmations that align with that perspective. I do not depend on persons or conditions for my supply. I do not depend on persons or conditions for my supply. I do not depend on persons or conditions for my supply. The universe is the source of my supply and is constantly opening new channels of prosperity to me. The universe is the source of my supply and is constantly opening new channels of prosperity to me. The universe is my source of supply and is constantly opening new channels of prosperity to me. I am open and receptive to my highest good. I am open and receptive to my highest good. I am open and receptive to my highest good. And a few more of these. I trust the universal spirit of prosperity to provide richly for me now. I trust the universal spirit of prosperity to provide richly for me now. I trust the universal spirit of prosperity to provide richly for me now. Or the universe constantly supplies money to me. The universe constantly supplies money to me. The universe constantly supplies money to me. And this is a fun one. The whole universe is conspiring to make me prosperous. I recognize my true source and let prosperity pour forth into my every experience. The whole universe is conspiring to make me prosperous. I recognize my true source and let prosperity pour forth into my every experience. The whole universe is conspiring to make me prosperous. I recognize my true source and let prosperity pour forth into my every experience. Also, we need to realize that our beliefs and what we think will attract or deflect prosperity, such as in these affirmations. My beliefs create my reality. I believe in my unlimited prosperity. My beliefs create my reality. I believe in my unlimited prosperity. My beliefs create my reality. I believe in my unlimited prosperity. Or the simple one, I am increasingly magnetic to money. I am increasingly magnetic to money. I am increasingly magnetic to money. Or my prosperity thoughts create my prosperous world. My prosperity thoughts create my prosperous world. My prosperity thoughts create my prosperous world. So, affirmations, which I've shared throughout this, are good as they are positive self talk. Affirmations assist in telling that subconscious Debbie Downer negative voice to chill out. Affirmations help you fake it until you make it. In other words, keep saying these positive affirmations to reprogram your subconscious into believing it. The subconscious doesn't distinguish between what is real and what has been programmed into it. In hypnotherapy, we know that the conscious mind is only 5% of our reality and the subconscious is 95%. Affirmations, repetitive positive words, Sanskrit mantras, sound frequencies, working with alpha and theta states of consciousness help to clear scarcity or negative patterns of thoughts. So, positive words and positive self talk are very important when talking about your finances. Foster abundant consciousness with your words. For example, say, I am getting wealthy and wealthier every day. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. All my needs are always met in an amazing way. Every day, in every way, I am becoming more prosperous. Make sure you don't amplify scarcity thoughts or consciousness by speaking negatively about money or your financial situation. Watch your language and never say things like, I am broke. I don't have enough money. I'll never afford to get that new house. I can't get ahead financially, or I can't seem to save money. Remember, words have power. So when you speak of limitations around money, you're making that your reality. On the other hand, don't be in denial of your financial situation. Don't spend money you don't have or be disconnected from your actual financial reality. Be prudent and don't overspend, but stay positive and keep affirming your wealth. And finally, be open to receive. You must think in terms of receiving the abundance and prosperity that is yours and get ready to receive. Make space to receive. This is important, especially if you're prone to be a giver. Perhaps you have to balance the giving or overgiving with feeling worthy to receive. And I'll leave you with some affirmations on worthiness to receive. Here they are. I am ready and worthy to receive all the abundance that is mine by divine right. I am ready and worthy to receive all the abundance that is mine by divine right. I am ready and worthy to receive all the abundance that is mine by divine right. I am worthy to receive more abundance and wealth into my life now. I am worthy to receive more abundance and wealth into my life now. I am worthy to receive more abundance and wealth into my life now. I am grateful for what I already have and for all that I receive now. I am grateful for what I have and what I receive now. I am grateful for what I already have and for all that I receive now. And it is my time to receive all the blessings and abundance of the universe. And the universe has much abundance to give me. It is my time to receive all the blessings and abundance of the universe. And the universe has much abundance to give me now. It is my time to receive all the blessings and abundance of the universe, and the universe has much abundance to give me now. I hope you take all this prosperity programming information that I have shared in this podcast and you become wealthy in body, mind, spirit, and in your financial affairs. Tadatsu, it is so. I hope you enjoyed this special edition of Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, the Prosperity Programming Podcast. Remember to download and listen to this one over and over again. Share it with your friends and give us a 5-star review. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, sending wealth, prosperity, and financial freedom into the quantum field. Stop.